Hi guys, welcome back to Kitchen Colony and thank you for joining me today. Now, how do you like your corned beef? Do you like it like me with beans or cabbage? Then if you're interested, stick around. I have just a thing for you. Well guys, today we'll be looking at a trusted product that we use in Jamaica quite often, almost every week. And it's called corned beef, or as Jamaicans would call it, bully beef. Now, this can be done in many different ways, but there's just two special ways that I like it. And one is with the cabbage and the other with beans. One of my mother's favorite ways of preparing it. Now I'll be using half of a small cabbage and a small tomato, one onion, and some diced bell peppers. In this bowl we have some jerk seasoning and green seasoning mixed together, garlic powder and some black pepper, and a tin of corned beef. Now it's time to shred our cabbage. And I'm shredding thinly. I'm putting this in this bowl because I'm going to microwave it for 6 minutes. But you can steam it on the stove top if you prefer. Sprinkling with a little all-purpose. Why? Because it's salt-based and it's very salty. More salty than seasoned, so I'm using it for my salt. To begin this part of the meal, let's start chopping our seasonings. Now in our pan we're going to start frying off our vegetables like the onion and the sweet pepper. Now it's time to add the tomatoes and then we're going to allow it to cook and soften. It's time to add our corned beef. Now we're going to add our green seasoning and jerk. Now that the corned beef is cooked, it's time to add our steamed cabbage. I've allowed the cabbage to steam for 6 minutes in the microwave, and this allows it to be steamed yet still crunchy, and it doesn't produce a lot of water. After you've added the cabbage, lower your stove to medium, then stir the cabbage in properly. Just sprinkle the garlic powder and the black pepper. After you've stirred the cabbage in, give it another 2 minutes and your meal is done. Now that the cabbage is done, let's turn our attention now to the beans. Now because we're preparing a quick and easy meal, it's best if we dice our seasonings. By doing this, it makes the seasoning cook much quicker. Here we have diced onions, diced tomato, and some diced bell peppers. A tub of stock pot, a teaspoon of sazon, and a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of garlic, half a teaspoon of green seasoning, half a teaspoon of jerk seasoning, tin of butter beans, 1 tin of corned beef, and you're going to need some oil. But I have some oil and I'm going to fry off my onions. But we always allow the onion to fry off for a little while, like about a minute, before you add the other seasonings. And I've diced them because I'll be using this with beans. But if you choose to slice it the way you like, fine. Now we add the other seasoning after about a minute and a half. And then we allow this to cook also. Now, for those who don't know, corned beef is actually salted cured beef, and it is, you know, grounded like mince, and it is canned. Now we slice our corned beef, giving them in little squares, because that's what I saw my mother do. She kept them in squares, and this time we're not going to crush it like normal when we're using corned beef and cabbage. We'll crush them, but we're not going to do it that way this time. We're leaving them in squares, and they're going to look almost like meatballs. Yeah, that's it. Now at this point we're going to sprinkle a little black pepper and some of the other seasoning on it. It's actually like we're seasoning it. Just a little on corn. Alright, that's it, and we'll leave it until we're ready for it. Now, our seasoning is soft. Yeah, they're actually cooked. So I'm going to add my beans now. A butter bean. And at this point I'm going to add the stock pot. About half a cup of water to allow the beans to cook and gather some flavor from the stock pot. To add the seasoning and allow it to cook also, and the rest of the seasoning. Now you can use whatever seasoning you have just to flavor the beans properly. Most of the water has been reduced. If we are going to eat it with rice, this is perfect because you see how thick the gravy is. This is all coming from the beans. But you're going to need a little bit of the water to steam the corned beef. Now it's time to put it in. Remember, we put them in chunks. And we're going to adjust our stove because it's going to steam it. Now this is a recipe from my mother's kitchen. This is what my mother used to do in the days when she had 7 children. And trust me, it's delicious. Now we're gonna cover and allow it to steam for about 3 minutes. Remember, corned beef is easy to cook, but we don't want them to break apart. No, we don't want to touch it after we cover it, because we're going to cover it and let it steam for about 3 minutes. Now we're going to cover it. Now it's finished. Notice the corned beef is still intact and it is cooked through thoroughly. There it is. I just open one. It's thoroughly cooked through. But we didn't want it to break and become a porridge, yeah? Here we have it, guys. 2 dishes. Quick and easy and simple. Made with simple ingredients, and it was done under 10 minutes. Now guys, this was scrumptious. This was delicious, and I hope you all try it. And guys, if you've enjoyed what you've just watched, please remember to subscribe if you have not yet. Give me a thumbs up. Touch the notification bell so that you'll be alerted whenever I upload a video, and share my videos too. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for trying some of my recipes. Bye bye.